It's on. I'm always telling her, turn your headlamp off. Turn your headlamp off.
Sorry.
Sometimes she's always leaving it on. So we're going to check out, you guys. Make sure you're situated properly. And then we'll get down to hanging out.
Get down to business.
If you're dreaming of living off-grid and you don't have this one thing.
You don't have this one thing, huh? All right. I think that looks pretty good, if you ask me. So here we go. Welcome to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
And I'm Stacy.
If you're new around here,
and welcome.
We live in a log cabin in the Midwest. We live without any solar power, wind turbines, or electricity. We use our smartphones to power us onto the web and to actually do this live show. And we share our life here on YouTube so people can learn to live more sustainable, a little bit healthier, and just have a good old time hanging out with a couple of wild and crazy folks.
Yep, and it is Monday, isn't it? And it's a rainy one. We have had the wettest
fall, winter,
summer, spring.
Yeah.
It is
soggy.
So, yeah, we had like 5 inches of snow.
5 inches of snow just the other day, and then right before that, we had about 4 inches of snow, 5 inches
and it just
of snow.
keeps melting, and it just keeps getting like quicksand around here. So it's a muddy mess. And I think a lot of people are feeling that too all over.
It's gray and gloomy. Everyone's complaining, you know, the winter's had long enough. I was reading a lot of people posting that it was the longest January in history.
Now it's the longest February.
Oh my goodness. Alderman Farms, thank you for showing up. Two Family Homestead, thank you for showing up. Debbie Pettigrew, thank you for showing up. And Tara Pineda showing up. Those are our moderators. They'll be in charge of, I asked her before we even started if she had her volume.
I did. I don't know how to work it. I pushed the volume down.
Up here is always the volume.
Oh, I don't know how to work these things.
So thank you to all the moderators who help us out. And if you're new around here, so anyways, we share our adventures of what we do off grid. We do a lot of growing our own food. We live off rainwater, and we also have a root cellar. You know, all that good old fashioned pioneer stuff. We call it the pioneer life in the 21st century because we do use some power tools. We do have some modern technology around here, but we're still killing it with the lanterns.
Yes, and the headlamps.
Yeah.
It's kind of a staple around here. And you guys know those headlamps really do. That was a great invention. I wonder who invented that. It's really a good
Some guy who needed his hands.
Yeah, for sure.
A builder.
It works
a
out
creator. Good. Yeah. So what we were going to talk about tonight is like why Stacy hasn't been in the videos. A lot of people are asking about that. If you go back to our video library, you can see like she's hit and miss and probably about the last couple of weeks of videos. And that's because our grandchildren were here. They
were here for almost 3 weeks, and I wanted to devote all my attention to them, and it was really a lot of fun. So today we want to kind of talk about, you know, a lot of people always ask us, how is it, you know, can you live off grid with children? And we had a wide range of ages. You know, there's 10 and an 8 and a 3-year-old, and you know, it can be done. You know, and it was great. I think I had the best time with them. I already miss them. But it was really a good time. We did so much, and it was just so cool. And it's just nice that they're here, like during the summer months and during the spring, and they can kind of see all the different challenges and things that we're having. And they were really good help, you know, bringing in the wood in, because we had a lot of, it got really cold here. So they were helping with the wood, and they were doing the chores, and they really pitched in, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and they live on grid, obviously. So when they come up here, it's Grandpa's farm, Grandma's farm, and they love coming up, seeing the animals. And they came up for 2.5 weeks. They actually became a functioning part of the homestead, which is really cool to watch it evolve, watch them, you know, kind of start picking out their little chores that they like to do. You know, the older granddaughter doesn't like to do some of the stuff, and Hunter, he's our grandson, he likes to do some stuff, and Luna, she wants to help do all the stuff. So we were able to watch them as they segregated themselves around the homestead to the things that they like to do. And when it snowed, Stacy was out with them, you know, making snowmen.
Oh, we had the snow, because you know how snow
snow
has to be.
women or snow people, or
well, it wasn't
however
even
you
just
say
snow.
it these days.
Oh, we did animals, we did bears and everything. But you know what's cool is, you know, a lot of times when it snows, sometimes you have some snow that can be packed really good and make good snowman. Sometimes it's powdery. We had the perfect snow. So every day we'd go on our walks with the dogs, and when we would go for a walk, I mean, we're down the street. There's nothing around, no homes or anything. So we were building these huge snowmen. So they were like guarding the road, and we waited to see how long they would be around. We had them guarding at the front of our house here, and we had them all over. I mean, we had tons of snowmen all over the place. So it was really a lot of fun. We did a bear and a penguin, and it was fun. So I had a good time. And then here's the best thing. You didn't get to do it, though.
I didn't.
We have lots of like mulch piles and rock piles, and they're pretty high. And when we had the snow, the greatest sled in the whole world are the feed bags. So we were getting on the feed bags and sliding down because I don't like those things that spin. And how many of you guys, the older you get, you can't spin around, or otherwise you're going to feel like you're going to throw up. But when you go down like a slide or something like that, or even like the roller coaster's not so bad. I love them. But we had the best time. I had the best time.
Yeah, they enjoyed the snow and just being able to just play and do their thing. And, it was fun to watch. I really enjoy that. And that lets them be a kid 100%, right? And then they get to come in and go out and come in and go out and have the hot chocolate. And if you guys follow us on Instagram, I actually posted a couple of those pictures about the kids making the snowmen as they were setting up their security posts around the property. And obviously the snowmen melted right before the trespasser came.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking about it. Have you had any more issues with that?
No, we haven't any more issues. And it wasn't, I truly believe it wasn't malice. The guy was just, I don't know, he just drove down here, and, people can be overly friendly. You know what I mean? That's, and I think he was just, but I don't know why he came around the back, but I really don't suspect much foul play there. But we are taking precautions just to kind of tighten up a few things. We're pretty tight, but, we got to tighten up a few things. And we have gates and we have locks up there. We shut the gate. We put the chain on it. We have things that we do. So, but, you're not secure 24/7, no matter all these things that you do. You don't know where this thing is going to come from. So, I'm Pistol Pete in my pocket. I got stuff on me all the time if it was necessary. I mean, I can make a move. You guys probably saw some of the clips. There's, we have rifles over our doors just like the old pioneers did, and, just stuff like that. So it's just, you just be prepared. Remember, we say 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is done. So just have your redundancies in place. Try to keep your, senses aware, but sometimes they're going to get by you. And that was the point of the video, is just that you never know. And just to make sure you guys are keeping yourself prepared.
So true. And not changing the subject, but I wanted to talk to you guys. Like a lot of times people are like, what do I do with the kids? You want activities?
Yeah, back to the kids off grid. She wants to talk about that tonight.
Oh, I could talk forever about that. But how many of you guys, the big thing now with these kids, especially the older ones now, is making slime.
Oh, yeah.
So how many?
That's like 2 years ago on YouTube, which is like 10 years ago on Dog Life.
But I'm telling you, it is. I mean, we did so much slime because there's so much you can do with it. And there's like YouTube channels about slime. I mean, it's all, check it out. There are tons of stuff on slime and different ways to do it. You can put glitter in it. We put googly eyes in ours. We made like sparkly ones. We did so much, and you could do so many fun things with it. It was like making taffy. We made big old containers of it. They had hours and days of fun with the slime. So if you guys want a good activity, it was so much fun. So
Stacy was jazzed up on the slime.
Yeah, the slime was great. They love it.
But as far as the like working with the headlamps, they took that on pretty good. Well, we didn't really use, we don't let them bother with any of this stuff. But they had picked up their chores. Also, the composting toilet, they were using that really good. At first, they were overusing it, and then they started figuring it out.
We're potty training.
The younger one, we were potty training our granddaughter.
Yeah, and that was good, and she was good about
she enjoyed going.
She would go in there a lot, so you got a composting toilet, so you really have to be careful with it.
Yeah, you have to watch them, monitor them and stuff.
Yeah, but it was good. They were so awesome. They were so awesome with the composting toilet, no problem, keeping it clean. That's why I like to make homemade wet wipes, and I keep them in a little tub next to it. So that's besides, using it for what you need to use it for, you can also use it to clean off the toilet, and it's all natural, nothing toxic or anything. So that works out good.
Yeah. It's about the systems, right? So the water issues, they understand about the water, and all this time I was kind of training them in. I was telling Hunter and my granddaughter and explaining to them that, we have to teach you these systems. So if your mom and dad come here, you'll be able to teach them. And so that was really cool. They really started buying into that whole, pass the torch mentality. So they were really paying attention intently and really trying to do a good job. And, the whole time they don't have their tablets, they don't have the stuff that they're used to as far as distractions like being on the grid. And, they were out in nature and doing the walks and, you know, playing with the animals and watching the baby lamb, and I mean all that stuff was
Yeah, we
just
had a baby
really
lamb
cool.
when they were here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right when they showed up.
Yeah. Well, someone wants to know about the wipes. I just make homemade wet wipes. You can get like the recyclable paper towels, and I just fold them and I put them in a little container, and then
We have videos about it.
I can tell them really quick how to do it. But all you do is I just get a cup, and then in the cup I put a squirt, just like a little squirt of Dr. Bronner's liquid soap, and then you can put some type of oil. So if you have like almond oil, castor oil, just like some kind of like little oil, you can put a little drop of oil in there, and then from there you can put your choice. So I put a couple drops of lavender, maybe some tea tree oil in there, and then fill it up with a nice filtered water. Don't use chlorinated water. Fill it up there, kind of warm because you kind of dissolve the oil. And then I just pour it. I fold the paper towels in little squares, put them in a container, and I just pour it over there. You don't want to make it too wet because it'll all absorb it. Put a lid on it, and then you have homemade wet wipes, and they work out great.
Yeah. You don't get them too wet, and you know, wait, kind of see how they suck all that water, and you can always add a little bit more, but don't put in too much right off
Then it's
because
terrible.
it'll just rip apart.
Yeah.
So you really got to
So you
kind of.
put some at the bottom, some in the middle, and some at the top, and then you have homemade wet wipes, and they work out great. And I use them to kind of clean up too, so it works out great. It's also my toilet cleaner.
So I've seen a lot of people are having a problem with you guys right now because we have about almost 1,000 people watching, and there's only 265 of you brave enough to hit the thumbs up.
Shame
button.
on you! Come on, thumbs up.
Hello, Doug and Stacy. Yes, we are well. Yes. How much cash does it take to get through the year on average? Not much for us. We don't have any bills. I mean, you know, I could live off of probably about $1,000 a month, really, and that's, you know, I mean, that's not going on vacations, that's not doing stuff, but just for like hanging out.
Oh, you could. Wow,
Way less than that.
You're
Yeah.
way up there, though.
Well, with your gas going to town,
No.
a little bit of generator, you know, you got the insurance on the truck. You know, that's when I say bill, right? I'm talking about gas, electric, landline, sewer, water, trash, you know, everything they nickel and dime you for. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn off these
He's terrible at that.
notifications, man. Dang it.
We don't
I
want
don't know how
that
to
ding.
do it.
We don't want it to hurt you guys' ears. No, it's spinning now.
It's all right. It was just a hiccup. I'm back. All right. You guys still with me? You
Oops.
here?
There you are.
All right. I did it. Because
Okay.
I know last time I was firing you guys up because all of a sudden everybody started going to Facebook and checking out our Facebook. So I just put the Do Not Disturb on so we can be all private and intimate and stuff.
Oh, and then you were finished about talking about how much everything costs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that much. I mean, she wasn't really counting that kind of stuff. But we got, you know, our insurance on our car, you know, gas. I got to put a little money away every month for tires on the truck. Because that's a, you know, you
Yeah,
have
for
to
some
do
of you
that.
guys.
Nope.
What?
Don't you even say it. That's a video. So what's up? She likes to get going, steal my thunder. I got a video coming. Just stuff like that, you know, incidental. So $1,000 a month, I can live really, really good. I'm not going on some big vacations and stuff. But that's because we live like nobody else, so we can live like nobody else, right? So when we do take a vacation, woo! You don't want to miss those videos.
And then someone was asking about carrots. Any tricks on carrots? Because they can be kind of tricky to get them started.
Parents love tomatoes.
Well, and this is one thing I did it last year, and it worked very well. I alternated my carrots because they don't like it to be too hot or anything like that. I alternated. I did radishes and carrots. So when the radishes grew, because they grow very quickly, they kind of protected the carrots from getting, you know, too hot and getting the sun on them, and they worked out great. So maybe you want to try putting them together. That might work this year.
And if you're just showing up, or if you're new to our channel, my wife and I live in this log cabin that we built ourselves with no experience. We left city life 10 years ago, a decade. This is like our 10th year. And we've done all this stuff. We've lived a sustainable life. We grow our own food. We can live off of rainwater. We have a composting toilet. We heat and cook on a wood cook stove in the winter. We have an outdoor kitchen, a root cellar, all this stuff we've done right here on YouTube to show you guys how you can live a more sustainable life. So you can, you know, get out of the system and just, you know, have fun and be free. I mean, that's what it feels for us. It feels like we're having fun and we're a little more free and we're living the life that we were meant to live. But I was going to tell you that Stacy hasn't been in these videos in the last week or two because our grandkids were here and we were devoting all of our time, she was for sure, to just hanging out with them and having a good time. And I was putting the stack on the room next door for the Amish water tank, hot water tank, and just doing some other little things around here. And then I was also setting up the biggest anniversary surprise. But we're going to tell you more about that by the end of this video.
You guys wait.
And you guys wait. I pulled off a humdinger.
He did. I'll have to say, he really did. And you know what? We're going back to the grandkids. I'm so glad we have chickens here because, and now the days are getting longer, so the chickens are starting to lay more. You wouldn't believe them out because they love eggs, and eggs are so good for kids, especially the yolk for the brain development. It's like a super food for kids. We ate so many eggs here, and they just loved it. So it was good. I'm glad we had lots of chickens because we use lots of eggs here.
Bye, too, family. Thanks for stopping by. I hope all is well there in Ohio, and we'll see you guys April 18th at Layman's in Kidron, Ohio. So mark your calendars if you guys are around the area. Yeah, we're going to be in Kidron, Ohio at Layman's on April 18th. So we'll probably roll in on the 17th. We'll be there in the afternoon, and then we'll hang out with you guys on the 18th at Layman's in Kidron, Ohio.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about that.
So see you guys there. Start marking your calendars, and I'll be dropping this stuff on Facebook and our schedule. We have a pretty light schedule this year, and don't forget, we're going to be at the Homesteading Life Conference, and
August 2nd and 3rd.
Not the Homesteaders of America. We took the year off this year. They brought in some new speakers, and they'll probably have us back. You know, there's nothing going on. It's just how you do it. It's just kind of like that thing where you have somebody there for a little bit, and then you bring in some new folks. But we know you guys are going to miss us there, but if you guys are on the East Coast, you can also hit Homesteaders of America. It's a great lineup, great folks. Amy's our friend, and Nunda, they put this thing on out there for you guys, and it's like the big show in North America for you guys, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, folks.
I like him. It's going so fast.
Oh my gosh! We just broke a live stream record. 1,034 people watching right now. Guys, seriously. We love you guys. Over 1,000 people watching our live stream right now.
Pretty cool.
You guys make us feel so special.
Someone wants to know how the bees are wintering.
All right. Oh, the bees are wintering good. If you would have caught the last video, we kind of did a run by them. And we did see them come out on a little bit of a warm day. Then we got all the snow moved back in. Then we went down to -4 degrees. But I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, this has been the craziest year. 1 minute it'll be 40 degrees, and the next minute it'll be go down to -4.
Yeah.
Crazy. How are the ducks?
They're disappearing. Between, food on demand and food on demand. But Marshmallow's out there trying to lead his crew, and
He's doing good.
Doing the best they can. Yeah. He brings everybody up to the house at night, and then they go back down, and they're just working it out. And they have shelter, guys. Don't think they don't have shelter. They're just free-range ducks doing their thing. So they work with the pond. It's just how nature's meant to be. And sometimes nature gets a little hungry too. So, we're cool with it. You guys should be cool with it. It's all part of the process. And if we weren't here, that's just what would happen. And then they would have eggs and rebuild, and, life will go on. So, but we keep it real with you guys. And, that's just part of it. So.
Oh, let's talk about. I'm going back to the grandkids again.
Yes, talk grandkids. I love those grandkids.
So and I work in Montessori schools too. So a lot of the stuff that we have in the schools is little, so that they can do it too.
Right.
So I like to go shopping with them. We go to the Amish stores, and so they have a lot of stuff that's made kid size that they could do, like the housework and things. And so I got a little broom and a little scooper and all that kind of stuff for Luna, so she could do the floors. You should see her. She's sweeping the front porch, and she's sweeping the house, and it's awesome. And then the little stepping stools just to get up and
Hold on a second.
What? What are you gonna do?
Oh.
Because it makes your life so much easier when they're helping, because they always want to help all the time.
Stacy got her a little broom and a little dustpan, and she walks around the house, and she's like sweeping up everything. And on the front porch, I was telling her, now you grab it low, and then you grab it high like this, and then you go back and forth and back and forth. So she's out on the front steps. Is this like right, Grandpa? Is this right?
Oh, because they'll have the time when they're like, oh, I don't want to do that cabbage. Yeah.
She was
Find
killing
something
me.
they like, and she loved it, so she was always sweeping up.
Yeah, that's my little Luna.
Because you know those kids make a lot of mess. So between her sweeping up and the dog and Molly cleaning up, the house stayed kind of clean.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
All right.
Oh man, I bet your sales job is killing you.
Where does your kitchen sink drain go to?
Out to the woods. All our gray water goes out and feeds our trees. We use biodegradable soap. We don't put any garbage down our sink. So it's all just water and biodegradable soap right out there, no problem. Somebody asked why I don't just dig a septic. What do I want to dig a septic for? Why can't I just live in my buckets and do my buckets? Why are you guys so upset about my buckets? The composting system with the 5-gallon bucket is the boss. I love it. I don't have to worry about repairs. I don't have to worry about my leach field causing me a problem. My septic field, septics collapse. Septics have to get pumped out. Septics have maintenance. Septics cost big money. I've got, $50 in buckets. That's it. And my bin out there, I mean, you could mill your own wood if you want to, but what do I got in that? Maybe $50, $60? I mean, I got $100 in my whole system, and I'm giving it back to the earth where it belongs. I mean, it's good stuff, man. I'm telling you, good stuff.
Now, Jake's asked, I've seen this a couple times. Jake, you're asking about a rooting hormone. Are you talking about like for your growing something?
Food and
now,
stuff?
I would say, and honestly, guys, the best thing if you're gonna plant a tree or plant something, if you could get some fish heads at the store, those are the best things to stick at the bottom, and then go ahead and put your plant in there. It is awesome.
Yep.
So
That's
I really
good
like
for
fish heads and fish and all that. Fish
and compost in general, you could throw like raw veggies and stuff and let that stuff
Well,
set for a little bit, and then
No,
it'll just tear
I'm
it up.
into the fish.
Yep.
So I'm all about the fish heads. All right. So we got
Bobblehead, it's the lazier you get, the more buckets you'll end up with if you don't stay on top of the system. And for us, we get really cold, so I really slack off in the wintertime. But in the summertime, I can stay on it. So if you're really disciplined and you stay out there, 2-3 buckets for a couple people, a family, maybe you run with 5. And then, but like I said, things happen, life happens, and sometimes it's just easier to say, grab another bucket, honey. So, I mean, just keeping it real, right? I mean, that's just how it is. You can have as many buckets as you find manageable. So.
And Rita and Jerry, hi, and Flowers here too.
Hey,
Hi,
Flower to me.
How'd she do that?
Flower,
I didn't know you could do that, Flower.
Yeah, I told her on
Jerry.
Facebook, so she did.
Good. Okay.
So Flower Toomey will actually be speaking at our conference in August in Hannibal, Missouri. She always has a great speak. She talks about herbs and using them on the homestead, your medicine chest, how you can grow that stuff. She lives all like us. She's like all in with no electricity. I don't even think they have solar
She's
power.
a medicine woman galore. She just does so
woman.
much. So everyone say hi to Flower now.
Yeah, everybody drop a hello, Flower to me. She had a near-death experience, brought herself back using natural remedies and a little bit of Western medicine. And man, she's doing fantastic. We just love her. She has a special place in our heart. We met her when we were doing the Mother Earth News Fair tour.
When we were in Vermont.
When we were in
3
Vermont,
years ago?
she came out. It was like 4 years ago. She came out just to see us, introduced herself, actually gave us a homestead home, like that whole shout out thing we were doing for a while in the front of our videos. Just a sweet person. And then when we got this conference together, I reached out to her because I really, I believe in what she's doing, and we believe in what she's doing, and we implement that stuff too. And I just thought, what a great fit. So everybody say hi to Flower. And you can check her out on Facebook. She's a real sweetheart. She sells her products to you guys. And they're helping people. We have testimonials from people that are using her stuff, getting her consultations, and they're doing better for it. So you guys go check her out. We just love her. How long should you let the compost stay in the bucket before dumping it from there's no time. I mean, just whatever. It doesn't matter. It's already,
you can do it the next
it's
day.
breaking down. It's breaking down already, so it doesn't matter.
But then when you put it into your compost plot pile, that's when the good stuff, the magic happens, as they would say. Yeah, it's not going to really do much in the bucket.
Yeah. Okay, and also we're gonna in the t-shirts. The new t-shirts. I don't know where we did with the one. We could have showed it to you. You know where it is?
Excuse me.
I had it all folded up real pretty, and I put it somewhere.
You did? No,
Yeah,
unless I put it upstairs. I'll go look. You keep talking. I'll be right back.
Don't be gone too long. They're gonna wonder why I tuned into a video to see why Stacy isn't in the video.
And I'm not here.
And Stacy's not in the video.
Oh, give me my headlamp.
The t-shirts are on the way out, right? So we're gonna keep the best-selling t-shirt from the 2019 run, and we have some really cool t-shirts coming out for 2020. The first two that we're working on, the first t-shirt coincides with the release of the chocolate tea. We're working out the last bit of details. I got everything already here. This is all done by Stacy and myself. We're going to do all the packaging, the labeling, getting it out to you guys. So just look for that pretty soon. We're really super excited about it. You found it?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys actually helped design this t-shirt. Give it to me. And so this is going to be released pretty soon. It's up to us when we release it, but it will be pretty soon. What's that magic phrase I always say? Oh, you did it. Good job. So this is going to be the first release, okay? And it's going to be for 2 weeks, right? And we're going to need you guys to get these t-shirts. We don't ask you for nothing, but when we start telling you about these t-shirts and that they're available, we're going to be expecting you guys to jump on them because we're going to do something special with the proceeds, okay? All right. I got to pass the bill before I can tell you what's in it. All right, you ready? This is the first t-shirt for 2020. I like it. Plain and simple. All right, leave your comments down below. How do we like the new t-shirt? First t-shirt for 2020. That's the name of the chocolate tea. Plain and simple. And so this will be the logo on the chocolate tea as well. So it's the chocolate tea and the new t-shirt for 2020 because you all like it plain and simple. And there's a picture of the cabin on there. So you got any ideas? Should we change anything? I'm very open to it if you got suggestions, but I think we kind of got it with this one. But leave some comments down below. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad I found it.
Awesome.
All right.
A pocket. Yeah. Great shirt. Now it comes in a hoodie, comes in a baseball shirt, comes in a t-shirt, comes in an organic cotton t-shirt, comes in a girl's shirt. So you have options. That's not the only style.
Baseball shirt.
Right.
Those are really cute.
But I don't think there's one with a pocket. Okay, everybody loves it. If you change it, I want that one. Can we see the other side if it's anything? No, there's nothing on the other side, or I would have flipped it around and showed you. Too cute. You two should be on the shirt too. Yeah, we're probably going to be on some shirts, but that was like the 2019 thing. So we're trying to switch it up a little bit. Maybe the cabin is really cool. So we're going to have some stuff with the cabin. But the other shirt, woo, we don't have that one yet. It's at the post office today. It was President's Day. So we got another t-shirt coming. But we got to do that one for 2 weeks. Then we're going to release the second t-shirt. But we're going to do something special. Well, it's not that special, but I got a thing that I want to do with the t-shirt funds. So you guys are going to have to buy some t-shirts or I'm going to bust you up.
Okay. All right. What else do we got here? Some people like the pockets.
Yeah, they don't have no pockets.
I don't think they have pockets.
They don't have pockets. I never saw one with a pocket.
You can sew a pocket on it if you like it. All right. What else do we got? Eagle Woods Homestead in Montana. Oh,
we're actually going to have a cookbook. Someone just asked about a website with the recipes you do. We're getting closer and closer. This takes a lot of work because it's just us, guys, and then really it's just me.
And sometimes I don't devote all the time I should be to it. There's a lot to do,
Yeah, we could. I don't know.
We need an assistant.
We do have one. We have a friend that's helping us, but we're just kind of, it's not like a thing for us. Like, we're not trying to scrape in all the bucks around the world off of it. We're just having fun with it, and we're kind of doing it at our leisure. But this stuff's going to be coming, and that's why we keep telling you guys. So the cookbook will be coming out shortly.
And yes, everyone, I got my hair cut. Everyone keeps saying that.
Yes, Stacy.
I got a lot.
Go ahead and tell them a little bit.
What am I going to say?
Say how much you got cut off.
I got a lot cut off.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
But the reason why is, when you get older, your face sags. And so if you get your hair cut shorter, it helps.
Well, it's not your face sags. Did you actually know that your ears and your nose keep growing?
Yeah. Did you guys know that? So, okay, you get older, of course, things, everything sags. But your nose and your ears, you know, you stop growing, but they keep growing. So you all look at people and you're like, why are their ears getting bigger when you're older? Or your nose getting bigger? It's because they keep growing. Okay.
Thanks, Grandy's Garden, for picking up a sweatshirt on the last run. We appreciate all the shirts you guys bought on the last thing. We used a lot of that funds to help with the Learning Center. And I think there was another project we had going on. And that's what we used the funds for on the t-shirts. And so we're really going to be calling on you guys to pound that t-shirt button for the next month once they start coming out.
Oh, or who? What is it? The Redneck Prepper? Are you talking about that? My chimney? That? It's back there. It got moved. I think that's what you're talking about. It says, where's Stacy's stove chimney? Chimney?
No, that's not
Is that what that is?
No, the stove's over there.
Oh. Is that what you mean?
I don't know. Clarify your question, please.
Just keep fishing, Miss T. Shout out from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. He said, come to Puerto Rico, stay at my place. What kind of horses do you and Stacy? What kind of horses?
What do you have?
We have he's a Morgan and a standard bred mix. His name's Smokey, and Sadie is a Palomino. And we use our horses, guys. You haven't seen us use our horses because I've been steadily building the infrastructure of this homestead for the last 2 years for you guys. And again, we're only one person and some friends helping, so I don't have time to be out running around on Smokey and saddling up Sadie. So those videos are coming because the Learning Center is almost finished. All I have to do now is hook up that hot water tank, get the water flowing through all that stuff, and then finish up the solar. I just have a little bit to do.
Yes, please, because I would like to take,
a
shower standing up.
Well, my plan is to actually have it when it's summertime, so then you won't use it.
Then I won't use it. That's what's going to happen. That's how it always has happened.
But you'll have it for next year. It's something to look forward to. Sycamore, Illinois. How old are your grands and how many?
3, 10, 8, and 3.
Yeah, we have 3. Get your tickets to the Homesteading Life Conference. We're over. We're going to sell out. There's only so many people we can have at the event. So if you guys are thinking about coming, go ahead and get your tickets, work out your reservations for your place to stay and stuff, because we're going to have a great time. We're working on our second keynote speaker. Curtis Stone's coming from Canada. He's the king of the market gardens. He travels around and teaches people how to make 6 figures doing market gardens in small spaces. I love that stuff. And then we're going to have a great lineup of workshops. Big Bear Homestead, Jason's coming. He's going to talk to you guys about predators on the homestead. The Aldermans are coming. They're going to be doing the whole sourdough thing again. We just had a great turnout with the workshops. They're all free. They're all hands-on. It's included with your ticket. We had some great vendors. If you're a vendor, if you think you might want to come to the event, just get a hold of us. We don't charge anything for you to come to be a vendor. If you want to go inside, though, you'll have to get a ticket. Then we have the dinner boat cruise that we go up and down the mighty Mississippi on a paddle boat. Totally cool. Live band, food for everybody. All the homestead homies go, but we can only hold a couple hundred people on that, and it sells out. Quick. So all this fun stuff's going on in Hannibal, Missouri, first Sunday and Monday in August. So get your tickets. Dr. Leo's going to be there talking natural beekeeping. Flower Toomey's going to be there.
And then a lot of people are asking, you can find Flower on
Facebook.
Mother Nature's Mountain.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes, Mother Nature's Mountain on Facebook.
Unless Flower, you started a YouTube channel and I don't know.
Do you have, no, she wouldn't do that. Do you have a gardening book you would recommend? Tomatoes or Carrots Love Tomatoes is a good gardening book. Square Foot Gardener is a good gardening book. And also watching our videos from spring till
do I have any
winter
I can show you?
is awesome hands-on garden.
Yeah, and I really do love, I'll get it too. I'll get up again.
She's up.
I'm up.
She's down. Do you drink alcohol, or is that part of the reason why you're living the way you do, clean and sober? I was never a drunkard. Drinking was never my thing. But yeah, we make brandy here on the homestead. I wouldn't say we're big drinkers. But we don't shun it. It's not like it never dominated our lifestyle. It just wasn't anything that we were into. So we have it, I guess you could say, socially. What's up, sunshine? Always sunshine. You get that all the time. Hello from the White Mountains of Arizona. They have White Mountains in Arizona? Arizona's a cool spot because kind of like California, you can have the.
Show that book.
Why are we pulling out
Just
books?
show it. Just show it. So
Man,
can
they want to
cover.
see you. We're
I'll
not
be
trying
there.
to go through a library.
Okay, that's
They
one of my
can't see
favorites.
that. Yeah, I
really
told
like
them.
that one.
Carrots love tomatoes. Stacy really likes this one.
I do.
And we don't sell anything through Amazon or anything, so you're on your own. So go find it if you want to get it.
You're-
You know what I mean? There's no links down below. The only links you're ever going to find here are the people that we work with that are home businesses, like Logox and Clyde's Garden Planner and stuff
Yeah,
like
if you haven't
that.
got your Clyde's garden planner, you know spring's gonna be here before you know it. I was thinking in less than a month I'm gonna be planting my onions and my potatoes because I usually do it right before or right at around St. Patrick's Day. So
Yeah, do you guys have as your egg production starting to pick up? Leave a comment down below if your egg production at your homestead is picking up. We're finding them all over the place.
yeah, it's been pretty good.
Hit that thumbs up. Mary Louise says to tell everybody to hit that thumbs up. There's only 900. Oh my gosh, you guys are just so sweet. There's 1,224 people hanging out with us right now.